Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. Today is October 1st, 2022, and here is the next update to the pepper series. So first we are going to go through and show you everything I have in containers. Then we'll go to the raised beds, and then I'll show you everything I have that's going on right now. So the temperature has dropped quite a bit over the last week, and so the plants are just loving it. They seem to really thrive during the fall, and we finally got fall temperature, kind of. So here is my chocolate factory, and this thing here pumped out pods like a factory. I mean, there are just so many, and then the flowers are still forming, but I picked so many pods off of this plant throughout the year, and this is one of the few that actually made it through the crazy heat and drought that we had, and still continue to produce. So yeah, lots and lots of pods everywhere, and they have not changed color yet. But this is the red one. I also have the chocolate one, but this year I didn't grow the chocolate one because I wanted to grow just red pods this year. And so here they are. They're just really prolific. Got some nice purple tint to them, and you know, they're kind of like long and skinny, pretty spicy, but just the perfect heat for eating with food like Thai food and stuff like that. They're just perfect. But yeah, they produce like crazy. Okay, so next we have another Linzo. It's one of the Linzo crosses that I lost label for, but these are just they're smaller, shorter, but they taste very much the same. Really good heat. You get like immediate heat. It lasts pretty quick, but the pods are like small size, so you know, 2 bites and that's about it. But these are just so great. They're just, I love eating these raw. So every day I pick around 2 to 3 of these along with the white Thai, and I just use it in my meal. But yeah, they're really neat. See all the different colors you get. And this is my favorite stage right here, kind of like orange, because you still get that crunchiness, but also have that good, nice heat and everything. And then we have some in pots right here. These are the hotter varieties. This is the Khang Starr chocolate bonnet, and it's finally starting to push out pods. Man, this plant struggled like crazy throughout the heat. It finally made it back, and now it's actually looking really nice. So let me pull it out of the sun so you can see it better. See how beautiful that is? Big canopy, pretty large plant, and pods are starting to show. It had a huge monster hornworm on here, and it like decimated a few of the branches. And so you see here, this branch is gone right here. It ate like the whole top of it. That one right there too, it ate like the whole top. And then there's another branch missing over there. It ate a lot of the plant. Man, this thing was humongous. And so there it is. That's the chocolate bonnet. And then this is the Khang Starr yellow. So this is not the best looking plant. I grew a few, and you know, 2 of them gave up. This is the only one that lived, and this happened to be the ones that I didn't like the shape for. So I'm gonna have to start over next year and grow a few more plants, and then I'll pick the ones with the best shapes. So this one is not the one I really want, but you know, it kind of look okay. But the flavor still is the same. It still tastes pretty good, but you know, it's just not what I like. The shapes is not the Khang Starr yellow that I want. And these are volunteers. I think they're part of the Linzo family. And so look, we had look at this. I think that's a moth, or actually swallowtail. That's a swallowtail. We had a huge caterpillar, you know, the ones with the tongue that come out, the swallowtail caterpillar, and I left it alone, and it climbed over here and started to cocoon. So it's off now, it's gone. But there's the remain right there. But anyway, this is the one of the Linzo crosses that I lost label for, or it might have been a volunteer. Tastes great, but you know, those are not the ones I'm gonna save seeds from because I don't know what those are. And here is the Alingria. There's multiple different types of Alingrias because I grew the crosses and they came out all different. See here, this is the one of the variations. See how white that is? And then next to it is different, but they're all the same. And so very interesting. And some of them have really crazy looking stingers, like this one here. You see that? These are the ones that I really like. So from that plant, see, here's another one. You see that? So if you want to save seeds from plants that produce a lot of the same genetics, or you know, the shapes and stuff. And here is my Khang white tie that I grew in a cup. This one was struggling a lot in the soil, so I pulled it out and put it into this container. And look at this, guys. I'm getting pods out of this. I picked a few off already to use. But yeah, you can grow peppers in really tiny containers and they will do really well. And here is my 1 gallon container that has the Milwaukee, the Khang Milwaukee. And these grow in like these clusters, and we have more clusters and stuff like that. So that's why I call it that. It's pretty cool. And then that one there came out. So last year it looked exactly like that as well. It has like really wrinkly pods, and I'll try to find a picture so I can show you. But yeah, and then I took seeds from that same plant and I grew it. And so this year it came out exactly the same. Look how beautiful that is. It's very large and nice and green. Finally came back. It struggled for a while. See, the pods are really interesting. And then here we have these super Bikinis. Man, these are so cool. I love these things. You see that? They're really tiny, but they look like a Scotch bonnet because it was originally crossed with a Scotch bonnet. And so yeah, last year it looked like this, so this year it looks like this too. So these are the ones that I'm gonna get seeds from. Okay, and here is the Alingria, another Alingria that, you know, we just looked at it earlier, and you see how different it looks. So they all looked a little different, but I like this one here actually. It tastes pretty good. Nice, good sized pods, and I'm growing this in a 1 gallon container. I cut out the lid right there, and then I left the handle so that I can move it around easily. But yeah, productive little plant. And then these two here are the same. They are the Ahi Omni color crossed with a white tie. And you see, if you notice the different colors, that is the trait of the Omni color. All different rainbow color, but is not as white as the original Omni color. But regardless, it looks beautiful. This thing here I have been working on for 2 years, or 2 seasons, sorry. It was very difficult. The seeds that I collected, hundreds of them, only one plant grew, and from that one plant I grew this one here, and then I overwintered this plant and I got seeds, and that's how this one came out. So that is actually the mother plant of this one. So yeah, see, all different colors. Looks like a white tie in shape, but not color, and it doesn't cluster up like the white tie. But look how beautiful that is. Very nice flavor too. So it has this nice little sweetness, and also the flavor is similar to the Ahi Omni color, but the heat is very much like the Thai pepper. And look how it can get pretty big too. So this one here, the pods just came back. I picked all of it off already because it was struggling, and then it now started to come back because the temperature is cooling down. But again, that is one of my prize plants that I'm working on this year. Very proud of that. Great looking plant. Okay, so some raised bed stuff. Lemon Starburst. Man, this is a spot where it gets so much sun, and so the front plants are basically dead. It's just dry. It dries up too quickly, and I didn't water it in time sometimes, and I went out of town for like a week one time, and then I came back and these guys were just about to die. But we do have some pods. See here? Lemon Starburst. Just a few. Look at that one. That's the shape that I like right there. See that? That's the Lemon Starburst. All those in the back are Lemon Starburst, and those are the ones that actually survived. And I think this here is the Scarlet Rose. Yep, this is the Scarlet Rose. It's very similar in shape. And then the middle is the Peach Star Kiss. They're all in the same family, but just different color. And then I have a few more buckets here. These two are Reapers. Man, they're not doing well at all. The heat was just too much. So the weird looking Reaper shape. This is the one, actually I got this from Home Depot or Lowe's or something like that. But yeah, the shapes are not very good. They kind of look like Reapers, but it's not as wrinkly as the actual Reaper that I've grown before from my own seeds. Don't have any tails in there. White tie right there. And here we have a raised bed with multiple different varieties. That is the Stargazer. Stargazers are just the best type of plants that I love to grow. They're just really hot, but very productive. Lots of pods, and they're crossed with my Sriracha Hornet. And these are great. I have another one. It's back here. I grew it right next to my lemongrass. I wanted to test to see if lemongrass would deter bugs from the plants. I don't know if it works or not, but this plant doesn't have a lot of pests. So maybe? See? These are the Stargazer right there. It's crossed with a Hornet. Look at those. Last year this one produced the most, and I think this year it probably is doing the same thing. It's producing lots and lots of pods. And sweet Linzos. Sweet Linzos are really nice, guys. Look at this. See that? It grew these really awesome clusters, and then the stems are really, really long, so it hangs down like little lights. Look at that. Very small plant, but produced like crazy. I think this is the same also. And then one of my favorite is the Khang Starr Pumpkin. And hopefully by the end of the month, this one will ripe up to the orange color, and then I will carve these into little pumpkins. I'll carve faces into these little guys. So they're really cool peppers to grow for Halloween. They actually taste pretty good too, and doesn't have a lot of heat. And then there's some white tie back there. And then this year I grew one Hawaiian Chili. These are really cool variety, guys. So here's the pods right here. It looks like a Philippine labuyo, but these are straight from Hawaii. Beautiful plant. And then I have a variety that I don't know what it is. I thought it was a Serrano, but it came out not to be Serrano. So I don't know what it is, but it's pretty cool. I haven't tasted it yet, but I will too. I will soon. Looks pretty cool. It grows very much like a Serrano, but the pods don't look like it. And here is my orange flames. These are just awesome varieties, guys. I love these things. They look like little flames. And the plants are very pretty, very productive as well. So we have pots everywhere. And here we have more. They're all on the underside. Pretty cool. Once they ripe up to the orange color, it'll look really nice. And here is my patch of Habanero. And these guys are doing the best this year of all of the super hots that I have. These guys are just, look at this, all through the season. This is the only plant that produced lots of pods. I had some harvest already, and I picked them all off, and now they came back again. But yeah, they're very productive. Look at all those pods down there. Lots of them. And these are, I think they're peach pumpkins too, but these are not ready yet. They grew like crazy, but the pods are just still not here, except maybe a few right here. But I'm just waiting for more to come out, so they may not even make it to the end of the season. Okay, so I want to show you this last pepper plant that is really cool. This is one of the Linzo, you see? And the stems on these things are just ridiculous, guys. They're so long. I love these things. They're very cool, very spicy. But the things I like the most is like, look at the stems. It's so long. But very cool peppers. Tastes pretty hot. Great to eat with Thai food. But that's it for this update. So I hope you enjoy the season so far. On the next video, we may be doing some harvest and stuff like that and wrap up the season. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.